Ecamm fam, I want to share something with you today that is going to save you a lot of time when it comes to creating your productions inside of Ecamm. Now, in order for this to work, you're going to need to have the latest version of Ecamm. So the first thing you want to do is go over to Ecamm, click on the top menu in the top left, scroll down and click on check for updates. And if you're like me, it's going to say you're up to date. If you need to do the update, run the update, restart Ecamm, come back. Now, let me show you what we're talking about here. If we're going to click on the text box, normally you have this list of fonts. And as you can see, I have a lot. You have this list of fonts and you need to find the font that you use. Well, if you click on this little box here, you can find the collection and you can have things that are your favorites or recently used. But you notice I have a collection in here called Ecamm, and inside there are the fonts that we use the most for all of our Ecamm productions. It's called your brand kit, your brand fonts. Now, you're not going to see that. So let me select back onto all fonts, and then I'll go ahead and cancel this. The way you set these up is you want to open up an application on your computer called Fontbook. Fontbook is in your Mac. It's built in. It comes with the Mac. It's in there somewhere. And then what you're going to want to do is, let's say, find the font that you use. So I'll click into an empty space in this grid. Now, if you don't have a grid, there is a list version, and then there's this other list version. I like to do the grid because it's just easier. I'm going to click in this space, and I'm going to go MONT. Well, because that's the name of the font that I use for my brand. Now, I also like to add Montserrat as a backup. So I'll go ahead and select that. And then just in case I need something that's a little bit fixed with, I'm going to add one in a second, but let me show you what that means. The reason why you want to fix with is if you're adding clocks, they jump around if you don't use a fixed width font, which means all the fonts are the same width regardless of what they are. Your I and your W are equally width. That way your clock doesn't jump all over the place. That's a different video. Right click into this section over here, and then you're going to see new collection. So let's click new collection. The new collection is going to pop up, and then I'm going to name this LGL, right? And what I'm going to do is go back to all fonts here, and then I come back over to my two fonts that I have selected. All I need to do now is drag those into the LGL section. Now, I mentioned that I wanted to add something that's a little bit fixed width. So when I go to create a clock, I want a nice looking clock, you know, something with a little bit of oomph. So if you check in these little numbers tell you how many different styles they have available. Here's a really cool one called JetBrains. If I double click on that, I can see the type of stuff that they have in there. So I like that one. I'm going to add that to my collection, my LGL collection as well. That's going to help it when I'm ready to generate some clocks, and I want those clocks to look good. I'm also going to add this Menlo one because, well, it's just sort of a actually, I'll do space mono. I'll drag this in and I'll add that to my collection. Get in the right spot. Okay, so now you see my 4 fonts in the collection. Now, if I were to come back into Ecamm and click on this box now, and I look inside here, you're not going to see LGL in this list. The reason for that is when Mac programs launch, they load the font at the time they load up. So give me a second. I'm going to restart Ecamm and come right back. I promise. Don't run away. Now we're back in Ecamm. I'm going to click on this text box here, click on all fonts, come down to where it says Ecamm. And then there you see I have my fonts loaded, so I could come in here and type a nice message to you guys. Go ahead and add that to my screen, stick it up here in the corner. And to show you what I mean by the countdown, we'll use this countdown timer, and let's start with this Mont version, and I'll select this guy. Of course, my crayons always jump to a different monitor. I'm going to select this guy and make it bright red, right? And I'll add it in, but I want you to see when I go to embiggen it, the clock is jumping all over the creation. It doesn't stay nice and neat. However, if I were to click on that clock, go to edit and select, let's do space mono and pick one of these guys, and I add it, the font is the same size. So therefore it doesn't jump all over the place. and it stays one size. So that's the reason why you want to have at least one fixed width font in your repertoire, and that's because if you need to make a clock, it'll look better. But again, like I said, that's a whole different video. If you have questions about design, let me know in the comment section below. If you have any questions, comments, or feedback, let us know in the comment section below. Jump into the community on Facebook and leave a question there. Tag us on Instagram in the DM. Send us an email at, hit the support desk. However you need to get to us, because we are Ecamm and we are here to help. If you like this video, press the like button, press the subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you never miss another one of these random Doc Had an Idea tutorials. And right about now, YouTube is going to show you another video they think you should watch. I absolutely agree with them.